Hello, my name's Rachel,
And I'm Trisha.
and we've just made it through Halloween week. And honestly, we were having a conversation about Halloween, especially a Halloween when Halloween was on Wednesday.
School day.
During a school week.
Day after on school days. It's great.
And so we realized, though, when we were talking that what we have is really awesome because we've been friends since she was born.
Beginning of time.
So we'll say 30 plus years. I said it. It's right. All right.
You're so young. Just kidding.
But we realize that that's really awesome that we have each other and we can vent about these things, right? We can talk about what it's like when Halloween is in the middle of a school week. And so we thought we would put this out there for any of you other moms or dads who are feeling like venting about Halloween.
Or
right
grandparents even. I mean,
now. Siblings.
you know, whatever. Halloween, my favorite holiday. We spend an extensive amount of time getting ready. Because, first mom's got to get ready. Then you pick up one kid from school and you got to get that kid from school ready. And then you have to pick up the other kid from school and get that kid ready. That's just exhausting, to say the very least. And when you show up to that school with half of your clown makeup done, people look at you like you're some kind of freak show.
I don't know why. Half clown makeup is totally cool.
So then, because your son is playing Ace Ventura, you show up at the school with your child that you picked up 2 hours early so you could get them ready. You pick them up with little tiny ponytails in their hair, and you're taking them to the school while you're in your half clown makeup. So then you have to scramble when you get home to get everybody ready.
And in this case, she volunteers to help me get my kids ready.
So then there's like a couple extra to add on to that tally, and now trick-or-treating is at like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. There's no time for dinner. There's no time for a snack. There's no time for homework.
Yeah, and then as you can see behind me, I get really into Halloween. My husband and I love Halloween. Our kids love Halloween. So we start getting ready for Halloween probably at the end of September, and then we volunteer to help at our school's fall carnival, of course. And so this year the fall carnival was on my birthday, so I volunteered to run the cakewalk. This was a great idea, Imagine 2 hours where you can't take a drink of water or go pee because you're giving other kids cake on your birthday. But it's really all worth it because they're adorable, and I've never seen kids get so excited to get a cookie or a cupcake before. And, I got to listen to the same Halloween songs over and over again for 2 hours, so that was a bonus. If you'd like, I could totally sing something for you.
This is the mash. The monster mash. The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash. So this year, though, Trisha and I came up with this genius idea that since they celebrate Halloween on so many days before Halloween, doing different activities, that we would split our Halloween up and do things on Tuesday and Wednesday so that we could fit in more Halloween fun.
Great idea.
It was genius. So we thought we would do a trial run on makeup because, if you're going to do Halloween twice, you have to do costumes twice.
And not only just Halloween makeup and putting it on, but what kind of time you're looking at to take it off. Because they don't leave notes on these makeup palettes, these Halloween makeup palettes. They don't say, oh, if you use this color pink, your child is going to stay pink.
Yeah.
Or if you use this color black, that's this liquid eyeliner, maybe you should read the directions because it's waterproof and nobody knows. And our kids are still wearing this eyeliner 4 days later.
Although it was also really amazing because my husband had full makeup too, and so for the last 2 days of work, he's had eyeliner on. But
She
he
likes
looks
the
really
pirate
good.
types.
That's what I told him. You're just channeling your inner Johnny Depp. You look good, honey. Rock that eyeliner at work because I can't get it off.
And that new baby face.
We're talking, man always has beard or goatee, but for Halloween he usually shaves it. So now he's got his.
And he's a 12-year-old boy now. Shaved a couple years off. A winner.
So now we're gonna get down to the real meat, though, because the 2 nights of Halloween, and the lack of our children's sleep, and the fact that we couldn't get off all their makeup, and of course the increase in sugar, and then
Trying to wake them up in the morning.
and then there was Thursday, otherwise known as the day after Halloween, and that's really where the rub comes in, right?
The kids are crung over. I mean, that is like candy hangover.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Like, they've got the headache, a little bit of the shakes even. You literally have to pull them out by their feet out of the bed.
Yeah, and then forget getting them to finish all their homework or get dressed in proper clothing and show up on time, because these things are not happening the day after Halloween.
And don't even get me started on the dogs. The dogs decide that they want to be all emotional because we had trick-or-treaters. Cry all night long. Oh, and then all of a sudden my son decides he's going to be up all night with diarrhea. Yeah. Oh, Mom, I can't go to school. He's up all night. When I really want to say, well, why don't you borrow a maxi pad, put it in your pants, and head off to school, because you can't miss any more days, kid.
Yeah. So I don't know if you've heard this yet, Trisha, but I've heard that there's a petition. I don't know how you can petition for such things, but there's a petition going around to switch Halloween to the 3rd Saturday of October.
But, like, change the date.
No, they're just changing the day. It'll no longer be the 31st of October. It would be a random floating holiday, kind of like Thanksgiving. How it moves every year.
I don't know. I kind of have, like, mixed feelings. Like,
I know, right? It's kind of an emotional.
Like, I kind of like the 31st just because you always know it's last day of October. But then this whole school business, man, I mean, talk about Mombi.
Yeah, you either have to move Halloween to Saturday, which I'm not sure about,
Or
you have to give us
Or the schools can just give them the days off.
give them days off.
You know, I mean, at least Nevada, they have Halloween off for Nevada Day. That's amazing. But, you know, I don't know. I think Halloween should probably be like a half day.
Yeah, half day.
Like,
so
if
you can
they-
get your kids ready.
Yeah, so then they get out of school at noon. You can feed them, give them a nap even, because I don't know about you, but my 6-year-old still naps, and I love it because I nap too. So this is very useful. Nap them, let them get ready, you know, in their own time so they're not falling asleep while you're trying to do some elaborate thing on their face.
Yeah, and that way you could, force feed them some vegetables, kind of counteract all the sugar that's coming.
Right? Have time to make them a meal at 4 o'clock in the afternoon because,
You have to be out at
trick-or-treating's
5.
at 5. You know, it just seems to make sense. And then give them the whole day off the next day because that's just a waste. You know, when my son stayed home sick on Halloween or the day after Halloween, I said, well, you know, my son's not going to be able to make it to school today. And they said, well, you're not the only kid that's staying home today. And I was like, well, that sucks.
I mean, and I know a few teachers, and I bet what they were honestly thinking was, we wish that we all had the day off today. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Because I've heard some horror stories.
It's not just
I can't
parents,
imagine.
teachers too.
I mean, I have 3 children, and I had to handle them, if you will, the day after Halloween. But can you imagine an entire school full of children hungover from Halloween? And obviously not everybody celebrates Halloween. But I don't know any parent who would say, oh my goodness, it's terrible that we get an extra day off because of Halloween. I don't know anybody. Well, maybe. I guess there are some days when I would think that. Let's be honest. But this isn't too close to any other school breaks. We're all ready for an extra day with our kids at this point because we haven't had too much time with them recently.
I mean, since they don't get their birthdays off from school, it seems to make sense. That's a
fair.
whole nother argument, though.
Yeah. We're going to get into a different video if we keep going. Honestly, though, what we're saying is we understand. We've been there. We're sure that you have some awesome stories of your own. And in fact, if you wanted to leave a story in the comments, we would love to read it and laugh with you. And if you think you have anything that you would like to argue with that we said, we'd also love to hear that because we're big debaters.
You know, and any stories. I love stories. I mean, like, you know, sending my kid with one black eye to school because the makeup wouldn't come off and her hair all over the place because I couldn't get all the hairspray out. I mean, you know, or even pictures.
But she was at
Post
school.
pictures.
Oh yeah, pictures. That would
Post
be great.
pictures of the day after if you have any, because let me tell you, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, we totally understand.